very good morning to all of you. Let's start with ecosystems. In the picture above, air, water, soil, trees, forest, wildlife, coal, petroleum, natural gas, minerals are the resources we get from nature. So the resources we get from nature are called as natural resources. So I want to classify the following examples into living and non-living things. Living means it has life, non-living means it does not have life. So students, pause the video and try to do it on your own. Let's check. Living factors, we have sunflower, elephant, lotus, grass, ant, cat, lion. Non-living factors, we have sunlight, stone, water, soil, air. So the living things are called as biotic factors. Non-living things are called as abiotic factors. So what do plants require for their growth? Yes, sunlight, water, carbon dioxide from air, minerals and soil. What do human beings require for their survival? Yes, water, oxygen from air, food from plants or animals. Thus we see that the biotic and the abiotic factors are interacting with each other continuously. Interactions between biotic and abiotic factors in a particular area is called as an ecosystem. As you can see in the diagram below, the biotic and the abiotic factors are interacting with each other continuously. So it is an ecosystem. So how do we define an ecosystem? Interactions between biotic and abiotic factors in a particular area is called as an ecosystem. Okay, let's move on to the types of abiotic factors. The first type is physical, which means relating to nature or which we can see, sense, feel or touch. Examples, we have air, water, vapor, minerals, soil and sunlight. The second type, chemical factors, which are nothing but chemical substances. These are of two subtypes. First, organic, which means the substances which have carbon in them. Examples, we have proteins, carbohydrates, lipids. Lipids means oils and fats. And the second subtype is inorganic, which means the substances which do not have carbon. Example, we have hydrogen, calcium, iron, potassium, sodium. So let's revise. Abiotic factors, we have two types, physical and chemical. Chemical are of two subtypes, organic, which means they mostly have carbon, and inorganic means substances which do not have carbon. Let's move on to types of biotic factors. The first type is producers. As the name suggests, produce, that means they produce their own food, that's why they are called as autotrophs. Examples are grass, green plants, etc. The second type, consumers. As the word suggests, consume, that is they eat, they do not produce their own food, that is why they are called as heterotrophs. Example, animals. Now consumers, we have three types. The first type is primary, that is they mostly consume producers for food and they are mostly herbivores. Herbivores means plant eating animals. Example, we have grasshopper, rabbit, deer, etc. The second type of consumer, a secondary consumer. So this consume mainly primary consumers, and they are mostly carnivores or omnivores. Examples: we have frog, we have birds, we have snakes, etc. Come to the third type of consumer, which are called as tertiary consumer, and these consume secondary consumers and are mostly carnivores. Examples: we have eagle, lion, fox, etc. Okay, now we come to third type of biotic factors, which are called as decomposers. They, as the word suggests, decompose. That means they feed on dead bodies of plants or animals and break down organic substances into inorganic substances, which are returned back to the soil. Examples are worms, fungi, insects, bacteria, as you can see in the diagram below. Okay, so biotic factors, we have producers, consumers, and decomposers. Consumers are of three types: primary, secondary, tertiary. So let us see the tree diagram for the same. So an ecosystem consists of abiotic factors, which are of two types: abiotic and biotic factors. Abiotic factors are of two types. One is physical, which includes air, water, vapor, mineral, soil, sunlight, etc. The second type is chemical, which are of two subtypes: inorganic, which do not have carbon, example hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, iron, potassium, sodium. And the second subtype is organic, which are found in substances like proteins, carbohydrates, lipids. The biotic factors are further divided into producers, which are nothing but autotrophic in nature, and second, consumers, and third, decomposers. Consumers and decomposers both are heterotrophic in nature. Producers, the examples are green plants. Consumers, we have animals, and decomposers, we have microbes or microorganisms. Consumers are further divided into primary consumer, secondary consumer, and tertiary consumer. I hope this tree diagram is clear. The next slide which you are going to see is an activity which I suggest to do it on your own. Pause the video and try to solve this question on your own. Thank you. See you in the next class.